All right, hello there. I am going to give you a look at our brand new cloud-based real-time RMS integrated inventory counting app that runs on both iOS, so any iPad, iPod, iPhone, as well as Android devices. So as you can see here, I've got an iOS iPad on the right and an Android device here on the left. First thing we're going to do here is provision the devices. So they both have Point, the app, on them already. They just need to be associated with an organization and a location. So I've already set up some locations, some organizations and whatnot on the control panel, which is the cloud-based component of this. So I have sent out a QR code to my email. It can also be accessed through the control point itself. This just makes it a little easier because you can send it out to the different people involved in the count. It can also then just be printed and posted on the wall that people can go by and scan before they join the count. So I'm going to pull up that email. It's got the QR code here. I'm going to go into the app on the iPad. It's already on the provision screen. I'm going to hit the scan button. Go ahead and scan that QR code. Now it puts the code in there, push provision device. It's going to download the database. Got it in there. This is just a code to kind of provide security if you don't want anyone accessing this count from this device. I'm just going to skip it. So now we don't have any counts started. There have not been any started. I'm going to go ahead and provision the other device here, the Android, so we can have both of them involved in the count. All right, there we go. So I'm just going to go through the same process here with the Android. Come into the app. Go ahead and scan with the Droid scanner here. Let's get the QR code back up. All right. Go ahead and provision. It's going to do the same thing. All right. So now these devices are both provisioned under the same organization. At this point, I need to go ahead and start a count. Now this can be done from the device, or it can be done from the control panel. I'm going to go ahead and do it from the control panel, which is right here. And again, this is where you can see the QR code if need be. It's always there for you. All right, so now that we've provisioned some devices, I'm going to go ahead and start a count. So we go here to the control point under physical counts, and we will select new count. Just call this year end 13. Let's do it in Portland. We'll say next. So here's where you select what devices you want included in this count. I'm just going to go ahead and select them all. Here you can define a scope. So that could be based on a department, a category. It could be a predefined cycle count that you do on a regular basis. You can create custom counts, for instance, maybe everything with blue or yellow in it. It's a good way to define what it is that needs to be counted, and then alert your counters to the fact that they scan something out of the scope. For this one, I'm going to set a scope of, let's say, sporting goods. And we'll select them all. Let's save and start it. So this count now will show up on both the devices I have here, the iPad as well as the Android device. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and push count inventory on the Android and list inventory on the iOS. As you can see, both of the counts have shown up there. I'm doing this all over a wireless network as well. There's nothing plugged directly into the computer. This is all real time, syncing back and forth over the network. So I'm going to open up the count on both devices. As you can see, there's been nothing entered into these as of yet. I'm going to go ahead and scan something with the Android device. Now, you can hook up Bluetooth scanners to these, and in the future sleds. Right now I'm just going to show you that you can in fact use the camera. So we'll go ahead and do the RC glider here. Let's say there's 21 of them. Oh, but wait, you see this triangle here? It's telling me that's out of scope. So at this point, I would back out of this and say, okay, I've scanned the wrong item. Let's go ahead and scan a football, which should be in scope. And there we go, it is. So we'll do 25 of those. Let's say we're done. Brings us back out to the count screen. I'll go ahead and scan a serialized item now. Let's do the bike. So it is now asking me to input the serial numbers. Now you could scan these if you have a barcoded serial number. I'm just going to enter it in manually. I'll put another one in. I'll say next here, go back to the count. So we now have 2 of those serialized bikes in there. And now I'll go through and count a few items with the iPad here. I do have a Bluetooth socket scanner hooked up to this one. So it's going to go a bit quicker here. Glider, again, out of scope. Shouldn't do that one. How about a football? Yes, football is okay. We'll do a basketball. How about a soccer ball? Okay. So now that I have counted a few items here, we can actually go over to the control point. Hide this guy. Go into this count here. It already shows all those items in here. Now, there's a few alerts here on the side. This means that multiple devices counted it, and that is just because here you can see I counted the football on both devices. So it's just telling you basically that 2 people counted this. Let's see here. The RC glider, that red sphere there is just alerting you to the fact that it was out of scope. So we could drop this from the count if wanted. This just shows the scope, what was contained in it, and this shows the workstations that are involved. So at this point, I'm going to go ahead and show you what it looks like if you scan an item that is not in your RMS database. Okay, so at this point, if I was to scan something that RMS did not recognize, it's going to say, it's obviously nothing found, but you can create a new item from this. So let's call this chapstick. Go to the next. Here you can select what department you want it to fall under. We will say miscellaneous. Let's say we want it to be about $5. Cost 1. You can actually even take a picture with this, and it will be pushed up to the RMS database as well. So I'll go ahead and take a picture of chapstick here. I'll use that and finish. So when we stop this count, it's actually going to push that picture up into the item record in RMS. You can also attach a picture to an already existing item. So we'll go into product details under the soccer ball, say product photo, and we will take one. And no, this isn't a soccer ball, but I don't have one handy. So we're going to go ahead and take a picture of the bell. Save that. Back in here. This -1 highlighted in red is just alerting you to the fact that you scanned that item already. So if you push the -1, it's just going to decrement the quantity by 1. Just an easy way to fix a mess up, or a misscan, I guess, if you will. So you can also set flags in here. So you can define all the flags that you want to be available for someone to attach to an item. Maybe it's a damaged product, something that's out of scope, something that was unrecognized, no barcode, a number of different things, kind of like reason codes in RMS. So I'll show you what that looks like. We'll go ahead and do a lolly doll. Now it's already going to automatically set a flag on this item because of the fact that it's out of scope. But you can also flag it for some other reason. I don't have any predefined in here. We'll just say it's an unknown item. And it now is going to have that flag attached to it as well. Okay, so now that we have a little bit of data in this count, I'm going to go ahead and close it, and we can look at what happens to the RMS database. Okay, so let's just go into that count. So here's all the items we counted, any associated flags. Obviously these three were out of scope. We could go ahead and recount those or take them out of the count. For simplicity's sake, I'm just going to go ahead and commit this. So we will stop it. And then also let's just take a look at, say, basketball here. So it says we counted 22. Currently in RMS it says we have 17. So we can watch that change. We're going to commit it without zeros. Yes, we do have a note from our mother. And this basketball should update here. There it goes, 22. So now let's take a look at those items that I attached pictures to. So one of them was a new item that did not exist in the RMS database previous to this count. Here it is, chapstick. We'll open that up, go under special here. As you can see, the picture is there, as well as the other stuff we set, price, cost, lookup code. And then we will also go into the soccer ball, which is an existing item that I also attached a picture to. Let's see here under special, it's got the picture of the bell. All right, well that concludes this demo of point inventory count. Please feel free to give us a call or hit our website with any questions you may have. Thanks, bye.